Hi, today I'm going to teach you how to calculate a very important compatibility factor in your horoscopes with your partner. This is called respect. It's only one of 15 factors that we use in astrology to compare, but it's one of the most important ones. If you have in your compatibility this respect factor, it's a guarantee that your relationship will be flowing in a much easier way and it will last much longer than other relationships. It's calculated that 50% of marriages end up in divorce. And to be honest, 50% of compatibilities between people are lacking this respect. And I'm willing to bet a lot that these relationships that end up in divorce are basically the ones that lack this compatibility factor called respect in their synastry, in their relationship, in their astrological comparison. And how do you find that? You need to know the position of your moon and the position of your partner. Respect is judged only by the moon position, not by the sun position. If you are Aries, born in April, no, we need the positions of the moon. So you go to my website, astrolada.com, and you go to my moon sign calculator and enter the birthplace, the time, and everything that is said there of your partner, and then yours. If you don't know your time of birth, it's okay, just enter the approximate day. Just enter the day or even the approximate time if it's morning or evening. But we don't need precision here with minutes or hours to be exact. The day will be enough. And once you know and once you see what the moon sign of you is and of your partner is marked down, and say, for instance, my moon is in Leo and my partner's moon is in Aries, for instance. And for the couple, for there to exist respect, what we need to have is that the energy flows from the male's moon towards the female's moon. So we need a shorter distance between the male's moon and to the female's moon than from the female's moon to the male's moon. If the distance is shorter from the female's moon to the male's moon, then the energy flows from her towards him. And the energy always moves in the same directions as signs move. They start from Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer. We always flow in the direction where signs flow. This is how the energy flows, together with the signs. So what happens when, like I'm giving you an example, say my moon is in Leo and my partner's moon is in Aries. And from my partner's moon, he is male, for instance, to Leo, there are 5 signs, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, and Leo. There are 5 signs. So the distance is shorter than from my moon to his moon, to the male moon, than from the female moon. Because the distance from the female moon, which is in Leo, to the male moon in Aries, counting from Leo, it's 9 signs. So it's much longer. So here, in this case, we have the energies flowing as it should. So the distance between the male's moon and the female's moon is, the distance from the male's moon to the female's is shorter. And in this case, we will have respect in the relationships. And what does it mean that we'll have respect? It means that the male will be the initiator. Even if he's not such a male masculine guy who likes to tell you what to do, or who is like, oh, we'll do this and I give all the ideas, when he's with you, when he's with a female where the respect exists there, where the energy flows from him towards her, he will still become the initiator. He'll be the one who comes up with the ideas about the relationships. He'll be the one who makes the effort, because the male role is one of action, while the female role, archetypal role, is one of perceiving, of receiving, and then deciding what to do. And however much you might not be a masculine man, or however much you might be an independent, strong woman, and that you feel that, oh, you should be the initiator, sooner or later, you're still made of more feminine energy than male. If you have a feminine body, you have more feminine energy in yourself. And sooner or later, you'll get... you want to feel like a woman. You want to be the one that the guy gives the ideas to, that he proposes, let's go here to holiday, let's go there to restaurant. When you feel down, he's the one who thinks of flowers and brings it to you, tells you, let's go for a walk, darling, let me fix this, or when the kitchen door is broken, you don't have to nag him and tell him all the time, do it, do it. He's the one that initiates the action first. This is when we have respect. When we don't have respect, let's have another example. For instance, my moon in Leo, I'm a female, and my partner's moon is in Sagittarius. So the distance from the female moon is shorter to the male, is shorter than the distance from the males to the females. You know, the energy is flowing from me towards my partner. So I will be the initiator. I will be put in the male role this time. And at the beginning, you might be okay with that. I've seen relationships work for 7, 8, 10, 15 years like that. You know, the woman just nags and tells the man what to do. She wears the pants in the house. Even if it's not so masculine and direct, even if she's still a sweet and feminine woman, she's always the one who kind of takes the initiative, you know. And the guy sooner or later starts feeling emasculated. And in some cases, might start cheating because he wants to feel more like a male. So he'll find a woman where the energy flows from him towards her, so she makes him feel more like a man. She says, oh, this idea is great, darling, I really like it, this is great, I really appreciate this. Well, his wife at home or his girlfriend will be like, you know, why didn't you think of this first? You know, why do I always have to think of this first? Why is it always, you never think about our relationship. You never make an effort about the relationship. It's not that it's on purpose. It's just the energies are not flowing properly in this case. It's something beyond yourself, you know. It's something that, however much initiative this man is in the outside world, if he comes back at home and the energy is flowing in the relationship from the female towards the man, he starts becoming the receptive part. He starts playing the receptive role, and he starts feeling less respected, and he starts having less self-esteem at home for being nagged all the time, for not being the one who is the initiative, playing the male role. You know, and this can undermine the relationship. It might take many years, but sooner or later, after 15 years, another lady will appear that makes him feel like a bigger man, like the guy with the ideas, like the guy with the initiative. And this is the natural role of a man. He'll feel so much better about himself, and his self-esteem will feel better. While a woman feels good about herself, not for what she does, she feels good about herself for being appreciated. For being appreciated for her feelings and for what she is. A woman should not be an initiator. Sooner or later, if she's always the initiator in the relationship, she will start feeling unloved, unappreciated, you know, and she might go and find herself another guy who wears the pants and who comes up with the ideas and the initiative first. So you see how important this respect, this respect in the horoscopes are, in the compatibility. And a lot of you, when they go and check their moons, they'll go check them even for old boyfriends. They'll go and say, that's why, you know, he was such a macho guy, but when we started going out, what happened? He kind of lost his initiative. I was wondering why it's like that. And look at him with the other woman now. He's like doing everything first for the relationship, initiating everything, you know. You understand why it's happening. Or, you know, I remember many times in previous relationships when I had, where the energy was flowing from me towards them, I would stop respecting the guys sooner or later. You know, I would still love them with all my heart. I would appreciate them as a person, but I would stop respecting them because it was always me who was, because somehow they'll lose the initiative. You know, I can't explain it with such easy terms, but for instance, I'll be the one who is trying to make make arrangement for holidays. I'll be the one who thinks about the future and how we should plan it. I'll be the one that gives ideas, let's go to this restaurant, that restaurant. And however much the guy is macho in the outside world, you stop respecting him sooner. You're always the one who is nagging him, you know. You're always the one who is giving the ideas, and you go find yourself another macho guy where the energy flows from you to him. And I keep saying he might be less macho in real life, but you will feel him as a more masculine role within your life, and you'll feel safer as a woman in that position. You'll feel happier, more respected and loved, and so will he. So make sure whenever you go into a relationship, you check whether you have this respect, that the energy flows from the male to the woman, meaning that the distance from the male's moon should be shorter from the male's moon to the female's moon should be shorter. on the circle of the horoscope, on the circle of the zodiac, and always, counting in the direction that the signs flow. Starting with Aries, finishing with Pisces. Always count in that direction and make sure that your partner, who is male, uh, has his moon is before yours. It's a shorter distance to yours if you're a female. Even for same-sex couples, make sure, because one will always be the initiating, the giving, the more masculine side. The other one will be always the more receptive and feminine side. You can check this through, again, through this technique of which is called respect. And if it sounds too complex for you, you can always order my report, from astrolada.com, my relationship compatibility report, which will tell you exactly this. It will give you this information and much more relevant, all the other 15 techniques for comparing to horoscopes, which show you whether you at all will be able to be together. But respect is one of the first and very important ones. I hope you enjoyed this video, were able to learn something new, and give me feedback. Tell me what you think.